Hello. So this is a short today. This is Sacred Walker here, reaching out to you on the Self Love for Everyday Superheroes show, bringing you a short, brief Black History moment. So I recently got a beautiful black cat, and I began to wonder why this beautiful midnight. I call her my midnight goddess, right? She's beautiful, black, luxurious skin tone, fur tone, with these gorgeous eyes that shine like stars in the night. And so it reminds me of midnight, where it's dark, but her eyes just shine out. And she's 7 months old. And it turns out that it was the hardest thing to adopt her. And I was looking up what that was. So, fun Black history fact about where Black cats get their name and how it actually ties back to Bayesian culture and the Salem witch trials. Oh, let's talk about it. Bum, 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 bum. Here we are. So if you showed up here on purpose for a purpose, I want to celebrate you. But let's talk a little bit of a fun fact about Black cats. So Black cats get their name from this bad history of what it means to cross paths with a Black cat, because the idea was that the original Black cat was originally a quote unquote witch that transformed, right? Shape-shifted, if you will, if we're using Afrofuturistic terms from my favorite novels out there, but let's say turned from a witch to a Black cat in order to escape persecution. Now, who were one of the first people who were persecuted by being called a witch in the United States? Let's be clear about who they were. Oftentimes people talk about Sarah Good, but I wanted to make sure that we got a claim on who we're talking about. Titi Buna. Titi Buna was one of the first 3 women who, alongside in the Salem witch trials, were accused of witchcraft. Now, let's say that she was claimed that, okay, this is, she was a witch, she's from Barbados, and the idea was that they would transform to Black cats in order to escape persecution. But what actually happened? Right? What actually happened to this Black cat? The reality was that in 1692, right? 1692, say it with me, 1692, she was accused by a 6 and an 11-year-old white child, 2 white children, because they were having fits and conniptions. And instead of the family being accountable to taking care of them, this is my little Bunty here. Because they were not seen as being accountable to looking into how to heal, the little children blamed 3 people in the neighborhood who were seen as healers. Because as many of us know, many people, including African people who came to this country, actually indigenous practices believed in the power of healing using the earth, herbs, using different healing medicine to heal in addition to formal medicine, right? So because they were seen as that, instead of that seen as a good thing, that was seen as being evil because we had the power to heal ourselves. Whoa, healing ourselves, get out of town. And what are we talking about today? The power to heal ourselves. Look at that, fast forward 1692, right? So this woman was accused by a 6 and 11-year-old. And not only did she accuse this one woman, she accused 3, then these 2 children accused several dozen. And at least 12 were burned at the stake because they were accused of being witches. Now, isn't that the power of who is actually writing the story and how does it affect you? Now, it doesn't mean that the children were bad. They were children. But where did the children learn this from? The children learned it from their parents. So why am I sharing this with you? Fast forward. This is how we begin to look at how we can heal internalized racism. Because the original Black cat was actually a Black Bayesian woman from Barbados who was a healer and not honored for her healing abilities. And as a result, burned at the stake because they believed the word of children who said that they were having shakes and conniptions and blamed this healer. And as a result, many afterwards began to believe. So what happens when you begin to believe that you're something that you're not? That's called gaslighting. Gaslighting, someone being burned at the stake, literally being set on fire. Let's look at the messaging here. When we begin to believe that's what someone else says about us versus who you are. So I want to set the record straight. For those who want to know, this Black History Month, believe the message that Spirit tells you who you are, not the messages that those who would want to persecute you tell you who you are. Let the voice of Spirit inside of you always be louder. All right, this has been a 2 and 2 on Black History Month. And for the record, yes, she is a beautiful Black cat and comes with only good luck and blessings. Have a beautiful afternoon, and I wish you so much great memories. And do remember, this is your host, Sacred Walker. Subscribe below. When I love myself in spite of, I set myself free. And she remembered who she was, and the game changed. Okay, Love Nation, go out and change the game with our self-love, self-care, and success strategies so that our vision can launch and shine without the inner critic in our own mind and the naysayers in the world blocking our shine. See y'all soon. Happy Black History Month, y'all. Thank you for all the allies joining us who transform the messages every day up here. Much love. Let me know, comment below what your thoughts are. Peace, and subscribe. And make sure to leave a positive review, whether it's one person or millions joining. I'm so happy.